All right, let's jump right in. We're talking about a silent war happening on our screens and through our speakers. It's this high-tech arms race between AI that creates incredibly convincing fakes and the AI that's being built to catch them. And look, this is not some far-off sci-fi plot. This is happening right now. We're talking about criminals using AI-generated voices to try and authorize huge fraudulent payments. They're weaponizing this tech to steal real money, which makes our ability to spot these fakes more critical than ever before. So that really makes you wonder, right? In this new world of AI, can you actually trust your own ears? Or even trust the links you click? The same kind of tech that can fake a voice can just as easily disguise a dangerous link. So how are we supposed to navigate a world where our senses can be so easily tricked? Okay, let's get into it. To really get a handle on how we defend against this stuff, you first have to understand the attack itself. We're going to break down two of the most sophisticated threats out there, these hyper-realistic audio deepfakes and some very cleverly disguised malicious URLs. So, what's the secret sauce here? How are these digital traps actually built? Well, it's not magic, it's all about the methodology. Let's peel back the curtain and see how these deceptions are powered. When it comes to faking a voice, you've basically got two main ways to do it. On the one hand, you've got speech synthesis. That's your classic text-to-speech, where you create a brand new voice just from text. Then, on the other hand, you have voice conversion. This is different. It takes a recording of a real person speaking and morphs it so it sounds like someone else entirely. Both are super powerful, and, you guessed it, they each present their own unique challenges for detection. Okay, so what about bad links? You'd think, hey, a standard AI can spot a shady URL, no problem, right? But it's actually way trickier than it sounds. See, URLs aren't like normal human language. Their structure is kind of loose, their meaning is sparse, they're filled with all this extra noise like session IDs and weird parameters. For a general AI, it's like trying to learn a secret language. This is where we get to the core of it all, fighting fire with fire. If AI is the weapon, well, it's got to be the shield too. Researchers aren't just sitting back and watching this happen. They're in the trenches developing these highly specialized AI models that are designed for one purpose: to hunt for the tiny digital fingerprints left behind by these forgeries. And no matter what you're trying to detect, a voice, a link, the game plan is pretty much the same. It follows this four-step pipeline. First, you get the input. Then the AI does its thing, extracting these key patterns or fingerprints. After that, a model analyzes those features, and finally, boom, it delivers a verdict, real or fake. Simple as that. All right, let's get into our first case study. Audio. I mean, how do you teach an AI to hear a lie? How does it learn the difference between a real human voice and a really, really good digital clone? Okay, this is where it gets really cool because you can see how this strategy has totally evolved. You have the old school method on the left, where experts would literally handcraft the features. They tell the AI, hey, look for these specific acoustic fingerprints. But the new school approach on the right, it's a game changer. Models like Wave2Vec 2.0 just listen to unbelievable amounts of audio and teach themselves what sounds real and what sounds fake, finding patterns a human might never even notice. And, this isn't just a bunch of researchers working in silos. Think of the ASV Spoof Challenge. It's basically the Olympics for deepfake detectors. It's this huge global competition where all the top minds pit their best models against the latest fakes. It just pushes the whole field forward at an incredible speed. Okay, so we've covered listening for lies. Now let's build on that and switch gears to our second case study, reading the red flags hidden in something as simple as a web link. So say hello to URL BERT. And let me tell you, this is not your average run-of-the-mill language model. This thing is a specialist. It was pre-trained on billions, and I mean billions, of URLs. It was literally taught to speak that secret language of web links we talked about, to get their unique structure, their sequence, and all the hidden meanings. I know this looks a little complicated, but the idea behind it is actually super smart. URL BERT learns in two stages. In stage one, it just learns the basic grammar of a URL. You know, what a domain is, what a path looks like. It's like learning the ABCs. It's only after it masters those basics that it moves to stage two, where it starts to learn the deeper meaning and the sneaky tricks that scammers use. This two-step process makes it way more effective than a model trying to learn everything all at once. And does all that special training pay off? Oh, yeah. The proof is right here in the numbers. Look at this chart. Your general models, BERT and Roberta, they do okay. They're pretty good. But your RelBERT, the specialist that was built from the ground up to understand links, it just blows them away with a nearly perfect score. It's a total win for purpose-built AI. But here's the thing. This race is far from over. Just as our detection tools get better, the AI that creates the fakes gets better too. It's a constant cat and mouse game, which forces researchers to always be thinking about what's coming next. And these are the big hurdles, the big questions that everyone in this field is trying to solve. First, can a model catch a new kind of fake it's never seen before? Second, can we make these powerful AIs small and fast enough to actually run on your phone? Third, do they work just as well for every language, every accent? And maybe the biggest one of all, can the AI explain why it thinks something is fake? Because if it's just a black box, it's hard to really trust its decision. Okay, so we've been deep in the tech, but why should you care about all this? Well, because this isn't just happening in a research lab anymore. It's moving into the real world, into the apps and services you and I use every single day. At the end of the day, this whole fight is about protecting our actual lives. It's about making sure your bank account is safe from a fake voice command and keeping those dangerous phishing links out of your inbox. The stakes couldn't be more personal. And this isn't just theory. Companies are already rolling out these tools. You've got Reality Defender helping protect banks in real time. Resemble AI is giving media companies tools to verify their content. And you even have McAfee building a deepfake detector for regular people like us. The AI shield is being deployed as we speak. Which brings us to one last really big question. This whole arms race keeps escalating. So what happens if, or maybe when, AI fakes become literally perfect, indistinguishable from the real thing? When we get to that point, what will we trust? It's a question we all really need to start thinking about.